Paul, opening day victory in the National League North, 2-0 clean sheet. You must be delighted.
Yeah, absolutely delighted. I think it was a pretty even game. I think they had some good opportunity in the first half, and Jamie kept us in it, to be fair. They moved the ball well at times. You know, I think the difference really was Jamie making those saves, and then the quality from Lewis when his opportunity came. There was no doubt, and he took it, put us in front, and then we defended really well. And I think that was a big thing today. I think we were really well organised in defence. We were comfortable letting them have little spells of the ball around the halfway line, and generally we defended that pretty well. And the main times that we gave them opportunities were when we gave the ball away, and that was mostly in the first half, when I think we're just feeling our way into it. So look, it wasn't perfect, so to keep a clean sheet on the first day of the season after a step up, you know, every single one of those players that started there was here last season. So you know, Lewis obviously coming back was here at the start, so everybody was here, and they've made the step up, and it's going to take them a little bit of time to get that absolute arrogance and confidence that we had in the league below. And I think that was part of the reason why they probably edged the first half. Fair play to them, but like I said, Jamie was there when we needed him, made some excellent saves. And the second half, I thought we were better. We were a little bit more on the front foot, and when those opportunities arose, you know, Rick flashed one just past the post, and then you know the next one, when it fell to Twamley, we were going to take. So I think the boys were outstanding. The impact of the bench was absolutely fantastic. If you look at Brandon coming on and slipping Rick almost instantly for probably our best chance at 0-0 in the game. And then you got Nye coming on, nicking balls on the edge of our box and driving us forward. And then the others come on, you know, Corley worked his socks off, but Alex wins the ball, reads it really well, wins it, feeds Morgan, who finishes. And I said to the boys in the changing rooms that it's really tough to pick an 11. We've got a good squad. We're going to need the impact from the bench that we had today. And I'm so proud of the whole squad.
And obviously Lewis getting a goal back on his competitive return for us, and obviously a new player in Morgan Lewis sealing the deal with the winning, with the goal that sort of sealed the 3 points. What was the thoughts on the 2 goals?
Oh look, Twamley was class all day. Every time he had the ball, he was a threat. It's difficult to get tight to him because he goes past you. You know, he can go both ways. He's looking really sharp. He's been away obviously full-time training for 6 months, and he's come in, and to be honest, he looks a real player, and his finish typified that really. As soon as he came inside, the anticipation is that it's a goal. You'd be surprised if it wasn't a goal. That's how good his finishing is in training, in warm-ups, in games. His composure is different class. He's a fantastic player, and we're delighted to have him back here. And that ability to take that chance in that moment is the difference between the 2 teams. Because it was quite an even game, and like I said, they had similar half chances. Having said that, Jack's nick to win the ball is brilliant. I thought he did that lots today. You know, first half he gave the ball away probably once or twice, which you normally see, but in terms of out of possession, that typified how good he was again. And Lee put an absolute shift in, and like you say, it's great for Morgan to come on, and you always want the subs to have an impact because you want them to feel positive coming away from it, because they are all a huge part of it. And I think people are buying into that in the change rooms. And Morgan's finish was excellent. Corley Cox came on and worked his socks off. I think he did about 8 minutes, but I think he did about 8 minutes sprinting around. So look, we're going to need them all, and they showed their real quality today. And throughout the team, I think Lee Lucas was absolutely shattered when he came off today, because he put in such a shift. It's difficult to single anybody out. You look at the centre back pairing today to keep a clean sheet in the National League. Fantastic.
And just shy of 1,800 here today. Obviously another great atmosphere. Another 2 supporters buses fully booked for next week's trip to Peterborough. How big of a part will these supporters have in this season?
Yeah, I touched on in the programme, in the pre-match stuff that we put out, the supporters are going to be absolutely huge, and they were there in position early today, which also makes a difference. They're singing as we're coming out, and you know, it creates a fantastic atmosphere. And you knew second half at 0-0 that they would raise us and lift us, and we'd get on top, and that's what I think happened. And they played a huge part, and you can't underestimate it. We need them to keep coming back in. Obviously, we're away on Saturday. The support to take 2 coaches is fantastic. I know there'll be other people who travel other than that, so we'll take great support, and we want to see everyone back here, and bring a friend on a week Tuesday, so the next time we're at home under the lights. And we've had some great nights under the floodlights here, great atmospheres with them in the ground. Hopefully they can come back next Tuesday.
That's great. Thanks, Paul.
Cheers, Jack.